Hey guys, what's up? I am the Stormchild. So finally here's my very first interview on my channel. Yeah, and it went like the first way because yeah, it doesn't work so well because for some reason my camera just haven't working, which is a bit sad, but I had it there. You can see it here. And yeah, but I had the chance to sit down with Margarita and Dave from Edge of Paradise, which was really exciting. So the sound quality is okay. You can still hear the interview, which is the most important thing. And you can hear tempo balls also in the back playing. So yeah, please enjoy my very first interview. This was really exciting. And thank you for Edge of Paradise to sitting down with me. Hey guys, what's up? I am the Stormchild. I have the big honor to sit down here with Edge of Paradise in Prattlen in Switzerland in the Z7. Great location, great concert, and the yeah, warming up band Temple Boss is ready to play, so hopefully you can hear us. So the first question is, how is the tour going so far? Are you excited and went everything well so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, we've been having lots of fun. Some of the shows have been awesome. Budapest has been cool. Sofia was great. It's been a lot of fun altogether. I think Germany was really cool.
It's our first long European tour, and you know, opening up for Sonata Arctica. It's big. You know, it's an honor for us to do this. You know, being direct support, and everybody's really cool. So we're having a blast.
This is very great because Sonata Arctica is one of my favorites band. I will listen to them since nearly 20 years now. So I'm really glad that I have to be here and you have to be the supported. This is really a dream come true. And so the first time in Europe, this is awesome. So yeah, and I saw that you have a tour, another tour next year together with Hammerfall and Beast in Black, which is absolutely insane through North America.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about Hammerfall and Beast in Black and touring with them?
Great too. Hey, Hammerfall's a great band. We've always liked them. Beast in Black, we just became aware of them, but that's going to be a great tour. We're really excited about that. Yeah, that's like 30 shows.
I think we are a really good fit with both bands, especially Beast in Black, because they have that kind of, I don't know, maybe I don't want to say poppy vibe, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I saw Beast in Black, I think 2 weeks ago. I see them 5 times already. So a great live band with great songs, great choruses, as you know. And I think it fits perfect to your style of music. So the other question is, how is the tour life going with the other bands? Are they cool or are they characters that you say, oh, stay away from them, or they all party beasts or so, or whatever?
Everybody... you know, both bands are all great guys. We share a bus with Temple Balls, and they're, so far, yeah, we've been getting along really well, and they're all good guys. We're all sharing a house tomorrow on our day off, yeah, in Italy, so that's going to be fun.
Both of us were like, you know, we're going to be living with these people we have never met, we don't know them, so we were like, we'll see how it goes, but, you know, right away we got along great, and we're learning Finnish. We're teaching them some new English words.
They felt the same. They felt the same way too, because we discussed that, like, I think in the first week, and they were nervous as well because we're American, and American people are generally more rude, you know. But
for me, it was always also I was really nervous to speak with you in English because you were from America. So, and I'm not the best English speaker on the world. I know that. So. Is it difficult to be on tour with only Finnish people? Are they different? Or is it other than touring with American bands? Can you say?
I like, well, all of these people, these individuals, they all respect one another, and that's it's a key to the whole thing. Some American people that we've known, some bands are not very cool, obviously, but I think it just comes down to the individual, and I think all of the Finnish people we've met have been humble and they respect others, and they're not...
Yeah, they're considerate, they're very respectful. I mean, I think at first the Finnish people are a bit shy. I mean, not Temple Balls, but in general, because Americans, I think, we tend to come and just kind of be open right away. But I think with Finnish or, you know, more northern people, what you have to kind of establish a bit of a relationship first before they open up to you a little bit. So, yeah.
Yeah,
it's been really good. I mean, so far, yeah, everybody's good people, they're good friends.
It's cool.
my first expression when I went to Finland the first time to meet Finnish people, I was at the airport at Helsinki, and I was just thinking, oh, holy hell, so many beautiful people. I don't know. Do you have in Sweden the same thing? Have you the same thought about this, that there are so many beautiful people?
Well, yes. I mean, even when we were in Iceland, I was like, they look like elves, like out of Lord of the Rings.
And they're all usually tall in Iceland, yeah. Sweden too.
Yeah, Denmark, beautiful people, Denmark. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool about Scandinavia. I love it too. There's so many beautiful people out there. It's unbelievable. So yeah, you released an album called Universe on November the 8th, I think. I have done a lot of reaction video for you, as you know. And in the first listening, maybe you know it, I was a bit hard to get into your music. It was because of the different sound, which is, when I have heard it afterwards, a big compliment, because when it sounds something different, it's unique, and this is good. But you need to get into it. So is this a comment you hear a lot, or I'm the only person who think this way?
No, we hear that a lot, and that's a big compliment. It's what we set out to do. We wanted to make our own sound, and it's very hard to do that. It took a lot of work, so we appreciate that. It takes a little bit when you hear something for the first time. You got to get acclimated to it. We do as well, and we really push to try to create something that we would be proud of, that would speak for us. Not, we didn't want to be right off the bat compared to somebody, because on prior releases, that's what happened, and you just get lumped in with everybody else. And there's so many bands. We really wanted to try to stand out in our own way, and we're unique characters, so I feel like if we could just be ourselves while we're making the music, which is what we tried to do with this one, and let that come through, then maybe at the end of the day other people will get it too. And so I think they are. I mean, so far it's been good.
The difficult thing is, before getting tours, especially in America, because they want you to kind of sound like the bands that you fit with to tour. So either you're really heavy or you are very symphonic, and we were kind of in between. Then we have that more of an electro edge with a new sound. So I think with this new album, we were just like, screw it all, we're just gonna put everything into this. We got the best production people. Mike Plotnikoff and Jacob Hansen, they really brought the songs to life. And we just took our time and just did everything to make sure every song we were really proud of and happy with it.
Yeah.
Hoping, of course, we hope people catch on. That's the dream.
Yeah. It's happening so far, and that was a deliberate thing, because on the last release, we worked with Chuck Johnson, and we were trying to go more towards the Korn Slipknot thing, and I think that was the turning point where we decided, moving forward, we were just going to be as far left and be ourselves as we could. Just nothing, we didn't want to be compared to anything. We just wanted to let the music do its thing and be us. That's it. And so that was the turning point, because it was a difficult road to figure out. Well, we knew we weren't going to fit in as easily, but we definitely wanted to make something that people would appreciate more long term, and maybe if it took them some time to get to know it, maybe they would hold on to it longer, you know what I mean?
So this is really interesting. So how do you guys, a really interesting question for me, how do you guys do the songwriting process? How it works from the idea, from the inspiration to the whole song? Is there first the melody, then the lyrics, or first the lyrics and then the melody? How is the whole process in the songwriting when it comes to you?
Well, it depends on the song. Like the ballads, I usually do it on the piano, and I just sit there for hours until it's complete, and then I'm like, please put some guitars on it, and he's like, it's a ballad. But then, some of the heavier songs, it starts with maybe a guitar riff, and then I make a chorus. It's like we let a part kind of dictate the rest of the song, but usually it starts with a hook. For me, a melody kind of inspires the words, and I get the idea of what I want the song to be about. And then also like rhythm, percussion, that's a big part of kind of inspiring the musical aspect of the song.
We both start with that melodic idea, and then she does a lot of the words and the melodies on the vocals, and then so at that point, once we have something that we feel really strongly about, I usually shift more into getting the groove end going, the rhythm, and then she'll keep going with the melody. So it's one of those things where once we decide that that's something we feel strongly about, the song kind of writes itself from there. At least now, we don't try to force it because the music will just write itself. If you listen, and the same thing happens now, and we're trying to really do the same thing with the live band, it's all about listening. You know what I mean? It's not about your idea and forcing your expression. You have to listen very strongly and let it tell you what needs to be there. You know, you can't force anything anywhere, and so we really try to just listen, and what needs to be there will come, and it does. So it's more fun too. It's
And then like the recording process itself is different because once we have the song demoed up, we take it to the recording studio and we start building it like a house, and it takes forever. We have like hundreds of files. And you know, I recorded all the vocals with Mike Plotnikoff, and he was a great help. He produced the album, and he was actually very helpful of taking stuff out of the song. Because when you're so close to it, sometimes like, oh, this part is awesome, and then he's like, no, he doesn't need it.
I'll force guitars in, force it, too many solos.
And then he just takes them out. He's like, no, it doesn't need it. Yeah, we're really focused on the choruses and the vocals, I feel like, for this album. I think our prior releases, it was more about like guitar solos and more instrumental.
We were too worried about what people might think on the prior ones, and we were trying too hard to force it. So I think we kind of grew up as songwriters on this one, and it's more fun now because we don't know what it's going to come out like. And so when we get to the end of it, it's really rewarding because you're like, wow, you know, you could have never pictured it would have ended up in that direction, you know. It's kind of a neat thing.
I have some example for a song, the song Fire. So with this great vocal intro, so was this the first idea, or was it idea when the song was already finished and you thought, okay, put the chorus into in the beginning as intro?
As I remember, I think it was, we had a chorus. That was the first thing we had for this song. Yeah, the riff, and then it became the chorus. And then I put that keyboard intro, and he was like, what are you doing? That doesn't need it. I'm like, yes.
Over the top. Yeah, she put it over the top.
No, because I always get these ideas. I mean, I love contrast in music, so I like it when it starts kind of soft and then it all kicks in. So, yeah, I think... I don't think I put over the top.
I think the arrangement was the unique thing with that song, but I think we had the riff first, and then all the rest of the parts kept coming quickly, and we just needed to figure out how it was going to line up.
It was actually one of the last songs we recorded, and he didn't like that song at first. And then I'm like, I'm recording it anyway, so I took it to Mike, and I'm like, I'm just going to do vocals. And then Mike's like, it's one of the best songs. So I'm like, I told you.
I agree totally, and I think it's a perfect opener for the album. So I think you have done a great decision because it works perfectly. So is it number one on the set list as well tonight?
Unfortunately, it's number 2 because of guitar changes.
Number two.
Was it difficult to make the set list? Can we expect more songs from the Universe album or more older ones, or what is the balance about the set list in the concert?
So the set is only 40 minutes, so we put, most of the songs are from Universe except for 2. One is from Alive, and then In a Dream. It's actually the first song that we wrote together. It's from Immortal Waltz, and everybody always loves that song live, so we decided to do it. So, yeah.
And we had a fun time making that one because that was the first song we made, and we went to Michael Wagner and did that one, and that was a good memory, so...
It's pretty cool. So, what you are expecting for the future? So, the North America tour is a big thing. I talked about that already. So, are you at this moment in songwriting ideas for the next album already, or you take your time after the tour and then make ideas for the new album? What is the process?
I think we'll probably take our time. I mean, because right now we have some ideas, but we're so far from home we can't really work on anything. So
Yeah, once we get back, I mean, there's definitely one song that we already started, and then we still have to get some orders out for the Universe release, and there's so much to do when we get back. And then it's the holidays, and hopefully we might do a 70 tons of metal cruise, and we might, yeah, that would be really cool. Hopefully we'll do some summer festivals, and we really like Europe. So we'll see. We're just, always pushing.
Yeah, that would be my next question. What about the summer festivals? Because it's a big thing, especially in Europe. I don't know how the metal open airs in the USA works. Are they as big as in Europe when it comes to metal? I have no idea. I was never in the USA, and I was always wondering, because Europe is the metal continent, we can call it this way, and I was always wondering, are they metal festivals as Wacken in the USA or something like this, or would you dream of to play in Wacken, or have you ever played in Wacken or something?
Well, we would love to play Wacken, yeah, hopefully in the future.
That would be good.
Yeah, USA, I mean, it definitely has a scene because a lot of bands go there and they do great. Hammerfall just did the US tour, it was great. But we don't have, I mean, we have festivals, but not as big. I mean, we have Rocklahoma and we have the Prague Power, but nothing as big as Wacken. I mean, Japan is also really good for metal, but it's just much smaller. Europe is where it's at. You guys know how to.
Yeah.
You guys have a great taste in music.
That's true. That's absolutely true. So I have to. Yeah, another question. I talked about that also in one of my reaction video. Is the live sound, because you have a lot of electronic stuff and keyboard stuff going on without the keyboard player. I was talking about that because I'm a keyboard player myself, and I always say it's cooler when there is someone on stage, and I think you're playing with backing tracks, which is cool, and the most bands do this way. But you are planning to have a keyboarder on stage soon, or?
Hopefully, yeah. That's. I mean, at first, it's just having a lot of people is just financially hard at first, and we really didn't know a lot of keyboard players. I mean, my sister plays keyboards, but she's much younger. But that's the goal, to add a keyboard player in the future, because it would definitely elevate the sound. And I mean, I'm a keyboard player myself, but I don't want to be, I have enough. Yeah, no.
At the keyboard, yeah.
Exactly. So that's the goal, to add someone to take that end of the music.
Yeah, for me, it's also a singer has to be a singer. This is for me definitely also the case. Yeah. So, yeah. Another question, just for my community: what should you guys think about the whole social media and YouTube thing, and communicate with fans? And is it cool, or is it a lot of work, and you say something like, oh, not today, or you're just having fun with this?
I mean, I do most of the social media, and I love people, so I love interacting with them, and I love it when they respond to the music. It is a lot of work, and sometimes it's hard to, because I'm always chasing time, so it's hard to dedicate that time to social media. So I try to do it kind of in between things that I'm doing, and it's a very necessary thing these days, because that's what people kind of refer to when they go. They expect it, yes. And I actually try to do a lot on tour, but we have no Wi-Fi on the bus, so I'm kind of stuck. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a necessary thing, and it's good to get the immediate feedback and to know where you stand at all times, but it does take a lot of time. But
yes, I know that too, and I'm a real bad guy in this.
Yeah.
It's really nerve-wracking sometimes for me, I have to say it, and also to do this video. And are you really watching reaction video? I know you have watched mine, but is this something? Are you checking out some review and critics for the new album or songs? And what does it to you when you read some maybe bad critics? Is it something that bothers your mind or something?
I think, yeah, we've seen a lot of reaction videos and some reviews on video on the city, and actually most of them have been positive. So I was very, really kind of, it feels really good. The only negative we've gotten was when the Universe music video came out on the comment section on YouTube, because I think people were surprised because Frontiers Records, they put out most of kind of not really 80s, but more of like a rock. Like they don't have a lot of bands like us on there. So I think the fans of the label were a bit surprised. They're like, what is this garbage? But then actually, that was the first 2 weeks. And now I think as we're kind of bringing in new fans, it's been mostly positive. So yeah, I mean, of course, it hurts when you put so much work and your heart and soul into it. And when someone's like, I hate this garbage, like, what? Whatever.
But I think you have a great label, because I just see that every day they're bringing new bands up.
Right.
Bands like also Seven Spires, for example, that I love. I love Seven Spires, for example, or Sasha Pate, Master of Ceremony, The Dark Element, such kind of great bands. So I think you are in the perfect label right now. So, and yes, and they're bringing you forward, especially in Europe, I think. So congratulations to that. This is so cool, because I'm following that as well, because I just recognize, this label bringing out so many bands I like.
Yeah.
This is, so they changed a bit their style, maybe also because of you and your music and your success, which is pretty cool. So yeah. So I think we are through. I think we talked enough. So thank you so much for having me here for my very first interview. This is so exciting. And I hope you have a great show today. I have no doubt about it. And I'm super excited to finally hear the live sound of Edge of Paradise. So
thank you. I really appreciate. I can't believe we're here actually, because we first kind of got to know each other. We're like, we're coming to Switzerland. And you're like, okay. So that's awesome.
So yeah, I have to say thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, just listen to Edge of Paradise. Definitely worth it. Have a great day. I'm the Stormchild. Bye.